Hello, hello. What is going on? It is me, Jay Renard, and we are here to make some dog collars. So let's move these here out of the way. And like the title said, they will be fancy today. What is going on with my camera here? What's up? All right, we're good. So I've got some strips that are already cut and another one from some previous collars that were made. This one's going to serve to make some keepers. And for those who don't know what keepers are, I will be showing y'all later on in the stream. All right. Hold on, I'm missing something that I need for the stream, but I also know that I didn't move it too far away. Is it still over here? Yes, it is. That there for the cutting. So this piece of wood that you see here, this is purely for display purposes only. Let's straighten this out there. Nope, too much. There we go. That should be fine. One more. All right. That should be okay, good. All right, so I got the idea somewhat for the collar that we're going to make today from this collar here. I got this collar from my dog, or rather from this collar was on my dog from the shelter when I got him. And it clearly served a purpose. It doesn't feel bad, but it either was made from a low quality leather or it just wasn't cared for. I expected for the outside to have some wear and tear. Lord knows it's been used on maybe a few dozen dogs. But I was a little upset at the wear on the inside because those aren't just creases, those are cracks. Hopefully the focus is there. Nah, it's looking like it's not. Okay, there we go. So those look like creases, but they're really not. And you can see that the underside here, because it's been up against the animal's neck a little more, it's in better condition, but still not the greatest. So I think all sides of this are genuine leather, or it just wasn't cared for properly. If it is top grade leather, there's a fly in here and it's bugging the hell out of me. So I made Doug, made him a collar. Not quite like this because this has a nice little cloth inlay with what looks like some trees or a floral design in it. Looks pretty cool, but personally, I'm not a fan of the small area rather that the sewing would have to go into. I'm not feeling that, and that fly is dead. Thank goodness. For the record, I'm very sure I have undiagnosed ADHD. You're gonna have to get used to that for the stream there. All right, so I didn't want to make a collar for him with these inlays. So I decided to do was go for an onlay after I split down the material. So if we see here, get our handy dandy ruler, the section that takes up the holes for adjustment, so we'll give it a little bit of space, is end to end about 7-ish inches, a little bit under. So I know the last 7 are going to be for the holes for adjustment. Although I'm going to have the spaces be closer together by half. So instead of this and this, it'll be one right there, one right there. So there's going to be multiple holes for dogs of different sizes. Also, I'm not going to need nearly as much of the fold over here. So what we'll end up with is something more like this. So it'll look like so. This single belt here, single material here, is about as thick as this one here. So, and it already has a smooth underside, so I'm not going to need a second piece. Also, if I did, this thing would be very thick and not enjoyable, hard to break in, probably much stiffer to wear. I'm sorry, the connection here is a little bit weird, so I'm sorry if the video cuts out a bit. I'm working on it, but I think it has everything to do with the table shaking, maybe. All right, but back onto it. So I'm not going to need a whole almost 2 inches of overlap. I'm only going to need about maybe from the curve over about here. And then the length of the strap, whatever it might be. So we'll do this number. And then mark it. I very foolishly left my tape measure elsewhere in the house. So we'll just have to do with this here. All right, hopefully this is halfway and I can use one strip to make 2 belts. So let's see. And all right, sweet. It's more than halfway. So this is going to end up being 2 collars. All right. So I'm anything but normal. So this has what we would consider a normal end tip. I don't like that. I think that's boring. So I've got this one. Let's see if that shows up well on camera. It's got a nice angle to it. And I, instead of having it right here, right there, having it be basically just a more angular end, but still the same shape as this one here, we're not going to do that. So we are going to have some of this action right here. Sorry for the noise. All right, so that's one. Nice tip cut there. Boom. And what's left over should be more than sufficient for a keeper. Mark that. In case anyone is wondering that, oh wait, whoa, the music is from Lo-Fi Girl, the YouTube channel. It's one of my favorites. Helps me sleep really well, so I'm greatly appreciative of that. Make sure the end is right. There we go. Got the pieces off to the side. All right. So, again, the title of the stream was Unnecessarily Fancy. So, what's going to happen is the last 7 inches that we measured off. Let's get these out of the way. And this doesn't need to be there right now. Boom. Uh, so the last 7 is going to be exotic. That's just that thumbnail there is just the placeholder, and so I know where to mark. So you're not going to see it, but I have a splitter off to the side. So I'm going to split down uh, this part here from 7 inches on. I'm going to split down the this side, and I'm going to attach a few exotic hides onto it. Just want to make sure that I have enough and that it's wide enough. As much as I like stingray, I'm not sure if I have enough to cover it all. Hopefully I do, because I'd love to have those ends. But if I don't, I've got a few other really good options. This cord is killing me. Hold on. It's really affecting the video. Hopefully it should be fine now. Wish there were more folk watching, then I would just poll everybody to see which one we should roll with. But I'm thinking the purple ostrich, it stands out quite enough. All right, my video feed is cutting out. It keeps jumping over to the because I'm using an Elgato, and it keeps jumping over to just the Elgato symbol, which means that it's not receiving video. It's happening more and more frequently. I'll try to reposition a few things. If that persists, I might just wrap this up, because if I don't have accurate video, if I don't have consistent video, then there won't be any point to this. So I'm going to keep going for a few more minutes, and then if it's still a problem, then we'll end up wrapping this up. I'd rather have a short stream than a terrible stream. All right, so we'll push through. So a lot of options. We'll see which one is better off. This one is very tough. This is elephant hide. Um, it's a contrasting color, but they're still, in the strictest sense, still some earth tone. This is just lighter. This is a honey color with some red, uh, and it would go well with the dark brown. This would be a contrasting color, but I think still matches this reddish pink ostrich, which I really just need something to do with. Um, this blue gator, which truthfully I don't know if, yeah, there's definitely not enough. I said gator, I'm sorry, this is shark skin. There's not enough of the shark skin to hold that one up. There's definitely enough stingray on this one. The black ostrich, most of it's towards the side, although there is more than enough of it that has the really pronounced quill markings. And the other standout, the purple gator, this is the throat, so you still get those really, really good scales that are leading towards belly scales. And I appreciate the like, whoever it is just popped in. Although you might be seeing that I am having some really serious video troubles, and I am not sure what the fix for it is. So whoever popped in, I'll try to keep it going as much as I can, but if the video issues keep persisting, I'm going to wrap this up. All right, looks like we're good for now. Okay, good. So, like I said, I'm going to skive down from the underside. I'm going to make it slimmer. And so from here down will be the exotic material. I really want to make sure, I want something that's pretty. So I think I'm going to end up going with the ostrich because it contrasts well, but it also looks good. It's also not very thick. I mean, this it's somewhat sturdy because it's shrunken together. And all right, I keep losing my video. Hmm. To whoever jumped in the stream, I'm gonna keep it going for a bit, but again, if I keep losing the video, I'm gonna wrap it up. So let me know who you are in the stream. I appreciate the thanks. I'll try to send you a shout out, mention you on the on my social medias. I appreciate all the help and assistance, but yeah, I keep dropping my video. I'm not sure what the deal is here. My wires are solid, the connection's good, but it keeps dropping out. And that's it. That is it. It's it's dropping out like Morse code now. The video seems smooth, but the consistency is just not there. I'm gonna call this one a wrap, mostly because I can't guarantee anything like consistent feed, and that's terrible streaming. So I'll wrap this up, and I'll re take this up tomorrow morning. Hopefully everything will go a little bit smoother. I'll restart the computer, restart everything else, and we'll call it good. I'd love to finish two of these tomorrow and possibly give one of them away for Mother's Day. I'm sure there's some regular moms who are also dog moms who would love uh, an exotic leather or a leash with an exotic leather accent on it. So thanks for the folks who tried to rock with me on the stream, but it's just not working out rather. Thanks for everything. I appreciate it. I'm Jay Renard, and unfortunately, I am out. Peace. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Boom.